Hey everyone, Brandon here with the weekly update. All right, so where are we on the screenplay? We are at Bing 80%. Made some really good progress on that, though it's going to stall for a few weeks because I'm going to be in London. And Jancy's still working her way on Riftwake Book 3. She didn't send an update this week, so that's moving along. So what about Ghost Bloods, Brandon? What's going on there? Ghost Bloods, I still intend to get back to, probably July, but I need to be doing some movie stuff right now. Ghost Bloods is scheduled for December 2028, which means that I need to turn it in December 2026. So I got about 6 months, 7 months still until I need to turn that in. So it's just not, it's not pressing yet to get to that revision. I did warn you guys I was going to be spending a lot of time on Hollywood, and indeed I have been spending a lot of time on Hollywood. Shouldn't slow down Ghost Bloods. That's why I built in taking this much time for it to come out. So I do need to write the second one because that'll need to be turned in next year by December, and so I do need to get onto that. So hopefully we will be getting into that later this year. So what do we got this week? We have Shards of Creation. This is the new game from Brotherwise. When I first met with Brotherwise, I said, I do want some games that people who are not game people can play. I don't consider myself a game person, meaning I don't sit down for giant board games and things like this. I do like deck builders, so I did like the Mistborn deck builder a lot. But we also, I like to go to my friend's house or my brother's house and have him pull out a game and teach me really quick and then play a fun game. I asked them for one of those. Would they be willing to build something like that? And to my kind of express request, they said, here is our kind of, a game with a lot of depth, but easy to learn and fast to play. It's a trick-taking game. So if you haven't done trick-taking games, Hearts is probably the most famous. And they knew that I really like Hearts. It's one of the games that I like to sit down and play with my mom and my family. So they have built Shards of Creation, where you play as Shards of Analcium. So it's kind of like a trick-taking game, except you have, certain cards that give you certain powers and things like that. It's very fun. They sat down and had me play it, and exactly what I wanted. Something that you can play with your family, that you can explain how to play in 5 minutes and sit down and play with four of you and have some fun. So we will have a Shards of Creation. We'll have it at the pop-up shop in London at MCM. We have some demos and giveaways, so keep an eye out on our socials. We'll be giving away some of these. I'm really pleased with what Hayden Dillard did in designing this, and with Brotherwise. It's quite fun. And for you, we're going to do a reveal. Woo, top secret. We had to, in order to create this game, because you play as the Shards of Analcium, we had to come up with canonical art for all 16 shards, which wasn't hard because we had a bunch of them, but there were some that we didn't have. We did not have Devotion and Dominion from Elantris. To the very first Shards of Analcium that we interfaced with and interacted with. And so, because of that, we are now revealing our art for them. So, here is the art for Devotion and Dominion. Now, Shards of Creation comes with 8 of the shards, with 8 to be released later. That's just for convenience of playing the game. We don't want to overwhelm you with too much too quickly. This is up for pre-order as of May 22nd. I mentioned you'll be able to see them at MCM if you come and ask. We won't have it for sale yet. It's not packaged and not ready to go quite yet, but we will have some of the cards, and you can look them over and talk to Donald or Jack at the shop if you want to see some previews on Shards of Creation. I'm very pleased with this thing. Super happy with what they did. I hope that you guys will enjoy it as well. And again, pre-order May 22nd for that game. Otherwise, I'm going to pack up and head to London in 2 days. I'm really looking forward to it. I am hoping that many of you will be at my speech. A lot of our events are sold out, but there's still some things you can do. So let me run down the big list for you and tell you what's sold out and what's still available. All right. So Joe Abercrombie event. This is Thursday the 21st, so 2 days from now when this goes live at 6 o'clock p.m. BST. That is sold out, but they are selling live stream tickets if you want to get them in the description below. We will eventually have it up on our channel as well. The pop-up shop at Forbidden Planet Megastore, my signing sold out, but the Dragonsteel team is there today, tomorrow, and Thursday with fun merch and pre-signed books while supplies last. And you can go bug Donald, intern, not intern, co-host Donald, or Jack to ask about Shards of Creation. We hope that you enjoy having our little pop-up there. This is an experiment for us. We're gonna determine if we do this more in the future based on how you guys think of it. So let us know how the team did with their pop-up. Check us out at Forbidden Planet. My spotlight panel, Saturday, May 23rd, from 2 o'clock to 3:30. My signings are sold out, but the spotlight still has some seats. They put us in the big room. So link in the description for reserving your seat. You do want to reserve your seat. They are free reservations, but you do want to do that. So go and do that if you're thinking of coming and seeing my spotlight panel. I think right now the plan is for me to read from some stuff and do a Q&A and whatnot. It should be fun. And the speech at Oxford is sold out, but you will see it on YouTube in collaboration with Pembroke. So thank you for your support on this. I still have some revisions to do to my speech, so I hope that the speech is going very well as you're watching this. So one other thing here, I wanted to get you an update on the Wheel of Time Leatherbound. I'm going to let Isaac do that. Things are moving along really well. We want to do this right, but I thought having him come sit in the chair and explain to you what's going on and how we are and what the progress is would be appreciated. So here's Isaac.
Hello there, it's Isaac. I'm here to give you an update on the Wheel of Time. We've been to a couple of different conventions and places over the last several weeks, and I just wanted to say that I really appreciate the kind words that those of you who have received the books have given us about them. So many of you are waiting for information on the next steps if you have a book that you're worried about. We will be getting that to you very soon. Now, a couple of reasons why this takes time. The bindery is working very carefully to improve the process. They don't want a repeat on the books that may have a little bit shallower deboss, for example. So they've flown in a lot of different experts in foil from their different sister companies to make sure they're going to get this right. So it's some of you may ask the question, why didn't we get this right the first time? Well, we thought we had, working with the bindery now, we are crossing all those T's and dotting all those I's. So once the solution has been figured out, we will then dive into the logistics of what that means for you. We have to work with several different companies behind the scenes to figure out how that works, where books get sent, that sort of thing. That's why it takes a little bit of time. There's just a lot of entities that we have to line up along with getting the process worked out. So in terms of the new process for debossing and foiling the books, the new dies have arrived actually this week. And the bindery is going to be running tests over the next few weeks, and then we'll get samples and decide if we're at a point where we can move forward with that. And then after that, we will be giving you information as soon as we can. We are very close, very, very close. We're happy with the steps that the bindery is taking, and thank you for your patience. Keep watching our weekly updates, watch your emails. We will keep you up to date, and we will take care of you. So thanks again.
All right. So that's our update. This is a big one. This trip is the biggest, longest trip I've been on since pre-COVID. So I'm looking forward to it, but also I'm probably going to be exhausted by the end of it. I will record a weekly update, I think, at Forbidden Planet for next week. So I will see you then.